Living in space is no longer just science fiction today. This concept is becoming a tangible reality. More people are traveling into orbit now. Rocket launches have become more affordable. Space stations are also being built with greater reliability. Currently, residents stay there only in shifts. But soon, true space neighborhoods will emerge. Even entire districts will develop. People will arrive for their assignments, they will work, and then return home, much like a modern business trip. This marks the beginning of a truly new era. We stand on the threshold of immense changes. A space city is not towers and streets. It consists of modules linked by passages. There are no typical building entrances. Instead, it has sleep capsules, sports halls, and plant corners. Everything is understated, clean, and well-designed. Some modules have artificial gravity. Others feature weightlessness. Inside, everything is quiet. Outside are solar panels, radiators, and approaching ships. Everything is built in blocks, like Lego. This allows for easy reconfiguration and expansion. Big stations are built in Earth orbit and near the Moon. This is convenient. They are easy to reach, and conditions differ. Some parts are assembled on Earth and launched. Others are printed directly in space. This saves time and fuel. The farther a station is from Earth, the more it resembles a base. There are fewer people, but there are more opportunities for science and future flights further out. Light comes from huge solar panels, actively capturing vital energy. Air operates in a closed-loop system. It is cleaned, refreshed, and oxygen is derived from water. Everything continually cycles, so absolutely nothing is lost. Heat is regulated automatically and with precision. In space, one can freeze in a minute or quickly overheat from a single sunbeam. Every detail is meticulously calculated. This includes even ventilation or a tea thermos. All water is conserved. Even breath vapor turns back into liquid. Food is no longer just tubes. Salad beds are now used. Ready meals in packages are common. They even try growing protein in special units. Mini kitchens are appearing. Here one can warm up or even cook something. The main thing is tasty food. It affects mood and health. People in orbit are not just scientists. Technicians, doctors, pilots, communicators, engineers, and even cooks work there. Everyone handles many different tasks. Some check electrical systems. Others ensure safety. Someone might repair a robot. They work in shifts. There is time for rest and sports. It's like a normal shift job, but below them is empty space. And Earth is far, far below. In the future, not only adults but also children will live in orbit. Learning will be via video link. Practical training will be right on the station. Everyone can enjoy sports in zero gravity, movies on walls, VR walks, sticky board games, and favorite shows. You can even gaze at Earth through a large window. This will replace parks or evening strolls. In weightlessness, muscles and bones weaken quickly. Daily training is essential. Otherwise, legs might forget how to walk. Diet must include vitamins and supplements. This compensates for the lack of usual strain. Stations will have rotating sections. This aims to partly restore the feeling of gravity. All this is vital to maintain health, even in complete weightlessness. Without communication, space feels lonely. However, stations will be linked to satellites. People can then call home, join video chats, send messages, or even watch videos. Sometimes the connection will be weaker. Still, adjustments are possible. They can download films beforehand or plan conversations. For families, this is crucial. It means feeling close, even when physically apart. Spaceflight is now costly and complex. Over time, tickets will get cheaper. Short trips will emerge for a few days or a week. Before flying, you'll need a medical exam and brief training. Stations will feature simple, safe guest zones. Tourism will provide funds. Yet, it will be strictly supervised to avoid hindering operations or overloading the system. In space, rules are strict. Rules define responsibilities. They cover dispute resolution and what to do if order is broken. This is about safety, not whims. There will be councils, meetings, and clear instructions. All conflicts are resolved quickly and fairly. Mistakes can be very costly. No police, only you and your team. Fire, air leaks, or breakdowns are all very real possibilities. Therefore, every key system on the station is duplicated. These include spare pumps, safety masks, and emergency hatches. Everyone trains how to act swiftly during any alert. Even an unusual smell is an important warning signal. In extreme cases, one can shelter in a special safe compartment, or one can descend safely to Earth. Maintaining calm and readiness for any situation is key. In zero gravity, we can make materials impossible on Earth. For example, super pure crystals or smooth metal layers. Orbit also aids assembly of large structures like satellites, antennas, and solar panels. This saves mass, space, and money. These production methods won't replace Earth's, but they will unlock new, unique avenues. Work in space is generally well compensated, but not equally for all. Those responsible for safety or mission control typically earn more. Service personnel, like maintenance crews, receive a stable salary. Researchers often secure funding through competitive grants. To avoid resentment, additional pay is given for night shifts and complex tasks. Paid vacations on Earth will also be offered after extended work in orbit. Space contains much debris. It travels at immense speed. Even a tiny speck can damage a station, so everything is tracked. Stations can even maneuver away. Old satellites are removed from orbit. Inside, everything is clean and strict. Nothing is superfluous. Every bolt is in its place. Radiation is also a problem. Walls often use water or special materials. Work is planned according to space weather. At this station, researchers study how living organisms behave without gravity. They also observe how liquids flow and crystals grow there. There is no typical up or down in space. This absence sparks new, fascinating ideas. Everything learned here then helps us on Earth. It advances medicine, construction, and vital energy. Also, long experiments are conducted there. These are impossible to perform on Earth. The station crew doesn't solely work. They enjoy sports halls, engaging VR games, exciting drone competitions. They also have regular movie screenings and lively parties with stunning wall projections. Leisure time here is truly more than mere entertainment. It's a vital part of daily life. This recreation significantly reduces stress. It strengthens the team bond and helps prevent cabin fever in the enclosed environment. Indeed, genuine fun is essentially a key survival technique. No visible weapons will be at the stations. Hacker defense, backup communications, and threat plans are essential. Military functions will be in separate zones, not disrupting daily life. This isn't for war, but to prepare stations for everything, even what seems fantastic. For people to number in the millions, not just thousands, cheap flights are needed. Local materials and tireless robots will assemble everything. Housing will become standardized. Everything will operate in a closed loop. Water, air, food will cycle. Stations will turn into entire cities. This is not a matter of fantasy, but a matter of time. Everything is moving towards this. Orbit is not the end, but the beginning. Ships will be built here. They will fly to the Moon and Mars. Some will go beyond our solar system. Expeditions into deep space will start here. These stations will be transit hubs. Crews will train here. They will then step where no one has been. Even when things are beautiful and comfortable, confined spaces feel oppressive. Therefore, conversations, evening chats, video calls with loved ones, warm light, and a familiar rhythm are all vital. Teams are selected for character, not just skills. The main goal is to stay human, even when you are far from everyone. Why live in space? To discover new things, advance technology, solve Earth's problems, and move forward. Space teaches us to value water, air, order, and warmth. Yes, the path will be difficult, but the future is built from such steps. Up there, we truly see how small and fragile our planet is. We also see how important it is to preserve it. If this was interesting, subscribe to not miss new episodes. We keep everything short and to the point.